Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast with Lily, the podcast where we learn English through real life stories.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lily.
And I'm Leo. How are you today, Lily?
I'm great, Leo. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful. So, Lily, today we have something special for our listeners, right?
Yes. Today, I'm going to share my daily routine with everyone, from morning to night.
That sounds interesting. I think our listeners will learn so many useful phrases today.
Absolutely. They can use these phrases to talk about their own day in English.
Perfect. And listeners, as always, pay attention to the key phrases. We'll highlight them as we go. You can also find them in the description below.
Are you ready, Leo?
I'm ready. Let's start from the beginning. So, Lily, tell me, what time do you wake up?
Well, my alarm clock rings at 6:30 a.m. every morning.
6:30. That's pretty early. Do you wake up immediately?
No, not really. I usually hit the snooze button once or twice.
Haha, I do the same thing. So, listeners, did you catch that phrase? Hit the snooze button? It means to delay your alarm for a few more minutes of sleep.
Exactly. So finally, I actually wake up around 6:45 a.m.
Okay, so you wake up at 6:45. That's a useful phrase. I wake up at. Everyone, what time do you wake up? Think about it. So, Lily, what do you do after you wake up?
First, I go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, and wash my face with cold water.
Cold water, not warm water?
Yes, cold water. It helps me feel more awake and fresh.
Interesting. So, listeners, notice these phrases. I brush my teeth and I wash my face. These are daily activities we all do.
Then I take a quick shower, about 10 minutes.
I take a shower. That's another important phrase. In American English, we say take a shower, but in British English, they often say have a shower.
Good point, Leo. The hot water really helps me feel fresh and ready for the day.
I feel fresh and awake. Great phrase to remember. What happens after your shower?
After my shower, I dry myself with a towel. Then I go to my bedroom and open my closet.
And what do you choose to wear?
It depends on my plans for the day. If I'm going to work, I choose formal clothes. If it's the weekend, I wear casual clothes.
So today, what are you wearing?
Today, I'm wearing jeans and a comfortable t-shirt.
Perfect. Listeners, notice the phrase I'm wearing. You use this to describe your current clothes. For example, I'm wearing a blue shirt, or I'm wearing black pants. Now comes my favorite part of the day, breakfast. What do you eat, Lily?
Yes, breakfast is important. So I go to the kitchen around 7:15 a.m.
Are you hungry by this time?
Oh, yes, I'm usually very hungry in the morning.
I'm hungry. Simple but super useful phrase.
So first, I make myself a cup of tea. I love tea in the morning.
Tea or coffee? That's the big question. What do you have with your tea?
For breakfast, I usually have toast with butter and jam. Sometimes I eat scrambled eggs or cereal.
That sounds delicious. Notice, everyone, I have for breakfast or I eat for breakfast. You can use both.
And while I'm eating, I check my phone for messages.
Ah, we all do that. I check my phone. Very common phrase in today's world. Okay, Lily, breakfast is done. What's next?
After breakfast, around 7:45, I prepare my bag for work.
What do you pack in your bag?
I pack my laptop, my notebook, and some pens. I also make sure I have my wallet and keys.
I make sure I have. That's a great phrase. It means you check that you have something important.
Yes, because one time I forgot my keys and couldn't get back into my house.
Oh no, that's why it's important to check. What else do you take?
I also grab my water bottle. Staying hydrated is important.
Good habit. I grab means I take quickly. So, what time do you leave home?
I leave home at exactly 8 a.m.
Every day at 8?
Yes, I try to be consistent. I lock the door behind me and then I walk to the bus stop.
You take the bus to work?
Yes, I take the bus. It's more relaxing than driving.
I take the bus. You can also say, I take the train or I take the metro. And how long is your journey?
The journey takes about 30 minutes.
The journey takes, useful for describing travel time. So, what do you do during those 30 minutes?
Usually, I listen to music or read a book on my phone. Sometimes I listen to podcasts, like this one.
That's great. I listen to music, another everyday phrase. So, Lily, you arrive at work around 8:30, right?
Yes, exactly. I arrive at work at 8:30 a.m. I'm usually on time.
That's good. What do you do when you first arrive?
First, I greet my colleagues. I say good morning to everyone.
I greet my colleagues, very professional phrase. And good morning is the most common greeting in English workplaces.
Then I go to my desk, sit down, and turn on my computer.
Time to start working. Tell us about your morning at work.
Well, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., I'm usually very busy.
What do you do during this time?
First, I check my emails. There are always so many emails. Laughs.
I check my emails. That's how most people start their workday today.
Then I start working on my tasks. I have different projects to complete.
I work on. Good phrase for describing your activities.
At 10:30, I have a team meeting.
I have a meeting. Very common in business English. What happens in the meeting?
We discuss our projects, share updates, and plan for the week.
Sounds productive. Do you like meetings?
Some meetings are interesting, but some are boring. Laughs. But they're important.
That's honest. So you're working all morning. Does time go fast or slow?
Time passes quickly when I'm focused on my work.
Time passes quickly. Great expression. It means time seems to go fast. Now let's talk about lunch. What time is your lunch break?
My lunch break is at 12:30 p.m.
Are you hungry by then?
Oh, yes, I'm usually very hungry by this time. My stomach is growling.
My stomach is growling. That's a fun phrase. It means you're very hungry. So where do you eat lunch?
Sometimes I bring lunch from home. I prepare it the night before.
I bring lunch from home. That's economical and healthy.
Yes, but other times I go to a nearby restaurant with my colleagues.
I go to a restaurant. What's your favorite food for lunch?
I usually eat rice, chicken, and vegetables. It's filling and healthy.
Sounds nutritious. And who do you eat with?
I chat with my friends while eating. We talk about work, our weekends, our hobbies.
I chat with my friends. Lunch is social time. What do you do after eating?
After lunch, I take a short walk around the building or in a nearby park.
That's a good habit. I take a walk. Walking after eating helps with digestion.
Exactly. It helps me digest my food and I feel more energized for the afternoon.
Okay, so after lunch, you go back to work?
Yes, at 1:30 p.m., I go back to my desk.
I go back to work. The afternoon session begins. Is the afternoon as busy as the morning?
Usually, no. The afternoon is usually less busy than the morning.
Oh, that's nice. So what do you do in the afternoon?
I finish my remaining tasks from the morning. I also answer emails and prepare for tomorrow.
I finish my tasks and I prepare for tomorrow. Good planning. Do you take any breaks?
Yes, at 4 p.m., I take a short coffee break.
Coffee in the afternoon. Do you drink it alone?
No, I drink coffee with my colleagues. We chat for about 15 minutes.
I take a break. Breaks are important for productivity. What time does your workday end?
My workday ends at 5 p.m.
Perfect timing. My work ends at You can use this to tell people when you finish work. So, Lily, 5 p.m. arrives. What do you do?
At 5 p.m., I pack my things and shut down my computer.
Time to go home.
Yes, I say goodbye to my colleagues, see you tomorrow, or have a nice evening.
I say goodbye. Polite and friendly. How do you feel at the end of the day?
I'm tired but happy. I feel satisfied with my work.
I'm tired. Very common feeling after work. And then you start your journey back home?
Exactly. I start my journey back home.
Do you go straight home or do you stop somewhere?
It depends on the day. Sometimes I go straight home, but today I need to stop at the grocery store.
Oh, shopping time. I stop at the store. What do you need to buy?
I need to buy some vegetables, milk, and bread.
I need to buy. Very useful phrase. So you go inside the store.
Yes, I walk through the aisles and pick what I need. I also grab some snacks.
We all do that. I pick what I need or I choose what I need. Then what?
Then I go to the checkout counter and pay for everything.
I pay at the counter. Or you can say I pay at the checkout. Do you pay with cash or card?
Usually with my debit card, it's more convenient.
Very modern. Okay, shopping is done. Now you continue your journey home.
Yes, then I continue my journey home.
What time do you usually arrive home?
I arrive home around 6 p.m.
I arrive home at. Perfect. How do you feel when you get home?
I feel relieved to be home. I unlock the door and go inside.
I feel relieved. It means you feel relaxed and happy. Home is comfortable.
Yes, home is my favorite place. I put my bag down, take off my shoes, and just breathe.
I take off my shoes. Very important, especially in many Asian cultures.
Exactly. Then I change into comfortable clothes, my home clothes.
I change my clothes. Or I change into comfortable clothes. Much better than work clothes.
So much better. Then I rest for about 15-20 minutes.
What do you do while resting?
I usually sit on the couch and watch some TV or check social media.
I watch TV and I check social media. Relaxation time. But then you have to prepare dinner, right?
Yes, around 7 p.m., I start preparing dinner.
So, Lily, tell us about dinner. What are you making tonight?
Tonight, I'm making pasta with vegetables.
I'm making. That's how you describe what you're cooking. Pasta sounds delicious. What's your cooking process?
First, I chop the vegetables, onions, tomatoes, and bell peppers.
I chop the vegetables or I cut the vegetables. Both work.
Then I boil water for the pasta and heat oil in a pan for the vegetables.
I boil water and I heat oil. Cooking vocabulary. Do you enjoy cooking?
Yes, I find it relaxing. Cooking usually takes 30 to 40 minutes.
That's reasonable. So by 8 p.m., dinner is ready.
Yes, at 8 p.m., dinner's ready.
Dinner is ready. You can call everyone to eat. Do you eat alone or with family?
I live alone, so I eat by myself. But I don't feel lonely. I watch my favorite show while eating.
I eat while watching TV, multitasking. How's the food?
The food is delicious, even if I say so myself.
The food is delicious. Self-compliment. Hey, if you cooked it, you can be proud. What happens after dinner?
After dinner, I wash the dishes.
Ah, the not so fun part. I wash the dishes. Necessary but boring.
Yes, but it only takes 10 minutes. Then I clean the kitchen and put everything away.
I clean the kitchen, keeping things tidy. And then, finally, free time?
Yes, then I have some real free time.
I have free time, the best part of the evening. So, Lily, from 9 to 10 p.m., what do you do?
This is my favorite time. I do things I enjoy.
I do things I enjoy, personal time. Like what?
Sometimes I read a book. I love mystery novels.
I read a book. Reading is so relaxing.
Other times I watch a movie or a series on Netflix.
I watch a movie or I watch a series. Entertainment time. What else?
I also like to call my family or friends. We talk about our day, share stories, laugh together.
I call my family and we talk about our day. Staying connected. That's sweet. So tonight, what are you doing?
Tonight, I'm reading an interesting novel about a detective.
Ooh, mystery. Sounds exciting. But Lily, the day has to end sometime. When do you start getting ready for bed?
At 10:30 p.m., I start getting ready for bed.
I get ready for bed. Bedtime routine begins. What do you do?
First, I brush my teeth again. Dental hygiene is important.
Second time today. Good habit.
Then I wash my face and do my skincare routine.
I wash my face. Taking care of your skin. What's next?
I put on my pajamas, comfortable sleeping clothes.
I put on my pajamas, or I change into my pajamas. Getting cozy.
And very importantly, I set my alarm for tomorrow morning.
I set my alarm because tomorrow the cycle starts again.
Exactly.
So, what time do you actually go to bed?
I go to bed at 11 p.m.
I go to bed at regular sleep schedule. What do you do in bed?
I turn off the lights and lie down. Sometimes I think about my day.
I turn off the lights, making it dark for sleep. I think about my day, reflection time.
Yes, I think about the good things that happened. I feel grateful for everything.
I feel grateful or I feel thankful. Beautiful way to end the day. And
Then I close my eyes and fall asleep.
I fall asleep. Peacefully, I hope.
Yes, and tomorrow will be another good day.
Perfect ending. So, everyone, that was a complete day in Lily's life.
Yes, from 6:30 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Lily, your day is quite busy but well organized.
Thank you. I think routines are important. They give structure to our lives.
I agree. Now, let's quickly review some of the most important phrases we learned today. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's start with morning phrases.
I wake up at. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I get dressed. I have breakfast.
Perfect. Now, daytime phrases.
I leave home at. I take the bus. I arrive at work. I check my emails. I have a meeting.
Great. Evening phrases.
I go back home. I prepare dinner. I cook. I wash the dishes. I have free time.
And finally, night phrases.
I get ready for bed. I put on my pajamas. I set my alarm. I go to bed. I fall asleep.
Excellent. Listeners, these phrases are so useful. You can use them every single day.
Now it's your turn to practice.
Yes, here's your homework. Try to describe your daily routine in English using these phrases.
You can write it down in your notebook or speak it out loud to practice pronunciation.
And if you're brave, leave a comment and tell us about your typical day.
We'd love to hear from you.
Also, which part of the day is your favorite? Morning, afternoon, evening?
Let us know in the comments.
Before we finish, let me ask you, Lily, if you could change one thing about your daily routine, what would it be?
Good question. I think I'd like to wake up 30 minutes earlier to do some exercise or yoga.
That's a healthy goal. Maybe next episode you can tell us if you achieved it.
Okay, challenge accepted.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode.
We hope you learned something useful.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating.
And subscribe so you don't miss our next episode.
Share this with your friends who are learning English.
And follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Next week, we'll have another interesting topic for you.
Can you guess what it is, Leo?
Let's keep it a surprise.
Okay. Until next time, keep practicing your English.
Remember, practice makes perfect.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you next video.
Take care. Bye bye.